Hello there. Welcome to Strawberry Ink. I'm your host, Santiago. I want to wish a happy Veterans Day. I hope you are enjoying your day off, and this is a day where you deserve to be respected if you served for the nation. Together, we shall work to making this a free country. There is a lot to do still. Therefore, let's have a moment of silence. All right, now let's get back into the story. So, this story that I'm starting to discuss, it is not about America. It's about tensions risen between Russia and Ukraine. It is indeed about war. The conflict between Vladimir Putin and Volodymyr Zelensky. These tensions intensified. Burnt cities, bombings echoing across the skyline, soldiers and civilians dying, the world watching in horror. By 2022, the toll was staggering. Around 400,000 civilians had been killed or injured, thousands of deaths, a truly gruesome reality that history will never forget. But amid that chaos, one case captured global attention. A soldier from Russia, just 21 years old, became the face of Ukraine's first war crimes trial. His name was Vadim Shishimarin. In February 2022, during the early days of Russia's invasion, Russian tank commander Vadim Shishimarin was captured by Ukrainian forces near the village of Chupakhivka in the Sumy region. After his convoy, he was ambushed by Ukrainian troops. Vadim is accused of being with several other Russian soldiers and having fled in a stolen car with them. While trying to escape, Vadim spotted a 62-year-old Ukrainian civilian, Alexander Shelipov. This civilian was riding his bicycle and talking on the phone. Moments later, Vadim pulled the trigger, killing Shelipov with a rifle shot to the head. That act would change his life forever. Shortly after the shooting, Ukrainian territorial defense forces and regional army units captured him. He was taken to Kyiv, interrogated at the SBU Investigative Isolation Ward, and held in one of its secure detention cells. The case was handed to prosecutor Andriy Sniyuk, who charged Vadim with premeditated murder under wartime law. His court-appointed defense attorney, Viktor Ovyanikov, vowed to defend him despite the overwhelming evidence against him. At the Solomiansky District Court in Kyiv, Judge Serhiy Ahafonov ordered that Vadim remain in custody to await trial. Vadim pleaded not guilty, but as the trial began in May 18, 2022, the young soldier changed his plea to guilty. Before a free panel of judges, Serhiy Ahafonov, Oksana Kryvorot, and Alexander Burlaka, he confessed to the killing. On May 21, 2022, the judges confirmed his guilt and handed down the harshest sentence available under Ukrainian law: life in prison for the murder of Shelipov. Vadim appealed his sentence, arguing that he had been following orders and acted in fear for his life. But on July 29, 2022, the Kyiv Court of Appeals partially granted the appeal, reducing his sentence to 15 years in prison, with deportation after release and a 5-year ban from entering the Ukraine. Today, Vadim remains behind bars, serving his 15-year sentence at the Vinnytsia Correctional Colony, a high-security Ukrainian facility that now holds several convicted Russian soldiers. A single act in a moment of war turned a 21-year-old into Ukraine's first convicted war criminal of the Russian invasion. And it reminded the world that even in war, justice still has a voice. May everyone involved who died rest in peace, and best of luck to Vadim or anyone else dealing with hard situations due to this. Have a good rest of your day and stay safe.